Welcome to my garage. Excuse me. My garage looks just like y'all's might look. So it's nothing special. But I got the heater kicking back there. Got the Harley here in front. And she pretty. I didn't get to ride nearly as much as I wanted to this year. But today we got some snow and rain moving in, so nothing real exciting about being on the water today in cold, hypothermic conditions. So I thought I'd come out here and pour a few lures. I had a couple lures come through, some orders come through, so I just figured I'd take advantage of this time and come out and pour and then do something that I've been thinking about doing on my other channel. Garage time. I have a Harley, and you guys know that I ride a lot, and I thought about doing like a garage time stream, and I thought that this would be the simplest way to just throw the camera up. So welcome to the live stream, first time ever, garage time, and I'm not doing it for the Harley, I'm doing it for my molds. I'm making my lures, so you guys can see what I'm doing here. I got my little station set up here. It is so basic and rudimentary, but I had a couple of orders come through, so I thought I'd jump on here, do a live, pour a few lures, and talk with you about the next couple events, what's coming up right ahead of us here. With winter in front of us, there's not a whole lot that we can get excited about with the water because it's cold and miserable and sad. So I thought I'd jump on here and just do a little bit of talking. So this is not one of my official live streams. So not to get you excited about a big, well thought out and planned live stream, which I will have those, but this is not that. This is just me in the garage pouring lures. Pretty unimpressive, but if it's interesting to you, you're welcome to hang out. Oh, I saw your comment there for just a moment and I lost it. Give me a second. But I'm just doing this for fun, kind of, and seeing how it goes. And if it goes good, we'll do more of it. Give me a second to free up a hand here. I'm going to look and see what your comment was. All messages. All right. Austin, what's up, brother? Weather stinks now for riding, but it's been a good fall for it. Yeah, it has. Hopefully we can all get together. What'd you say? Boy, timed out quick. We can get all together one more time. I hope so. No new lure designs. No, I'm sticking with what I know. The truth is, if there was something I thought worked better, I would have made that, you know? But I've been jigging these Lakers for quite a while, and I just don't think you can do better. I might tweak this design a little bit if I get somebody with, some real ability to do that. I need someone that has like a CNC machine, and I have some ideas with that. So as far as new lure designs, I wouldn't say it's a new lure design. It would just be a tweaking of the original design. I'd like to do some simple modifications, but nothing that would make a difference whether it caught or not. It would just be about lure management. It'd be more fishable to you, the fisherman, a little bit more friendly on the end of your line. So you wouldn't get as much line twist, not twist, but you wouldn't get fouled up quite as much. The problem with jigging lures, vertical jigging, is you deal with fouled sets. When the hook comes back and grabs your fishing line, just the nature of vertical jigging. And so I have a design idea that would alleviate some of that. Of course, would not get rid of all of it, but it would not make you catch any more or less fish necessarily. It would just keep you from getting snagged a little bit. So yeah, as far as new lure designs, that's about the most I could say on it. Are you fishing? I have two things I want to talk about as far as events, but they're pretty simple. One is fishing and chilling, which is coming up. You'll see the events page listed in my Facebook page. That's the first one I just poured. Looks pretty good. But that's on my events page. You can check it out. It's on Facebook. And that's coming up between Christmas and New Year's. So between Christmas and New Year's, 27th, 28th, and 29th. Yes, it's chilly out. Yes, it is an outdoor camping event at Nancy's Boat to Shore. And it has historically been a pretty mild time as far as weather. It has been pretty mild, so it's nothing to be intimidated by. But after that, I think the weather usually goes south. You know, you get after into January, you start seeing some ugly weather. But by getting out that time of year, you get a chance to get on the fish one last time, get together with some of the boys, and do some winter camping, which is something a lot of people will go their whole lives and never do. And that's a shame. I've been winter camping out at Nancy's for, I'd have to look at the calendar, but I think 6 years. So I've been doing this for 6 years, and some of the videos are online. You guys might have watched them, but for the most part, they're pretty mellow. I'm pouring right now, so get that down. So I had a couple orders come through for my lures, and I just wanted to get them made up so I can get them shipped right away. And I make these to order. So if you guys have put an order in the last couple days, I am making them right now. So in this live stream. So if you put a lure order in over the last couple days, you know they're on their way. I'm probably going to ship these out tomorrow. Still got to paint them and put together the packaging and stuff for them. But they are en route. In the moment. And if you guys want to order a set of lures, you're welcome to do that. RandallRydes.com. The link is below. And I'll make you up a set of these. So set comes in 3s. So you get 3 lures whenever you purchase it, but you can read the description there. And that one's not my favorite. I don't like how so this is just extra. It just comes right off. But up with the eye, you see how it just poured kind of, you got like dimples in it. It's just not solid all the way through. So I don't like that right up there. So I'm going to re-pour that one. So that one is not, didn't pass quality control. So we're going to pour that one again. Let me show you what I'm doing. I'm going to tilt the camera and let you see what I'm actually doing down here. Wait a second, get loaded here. Yeah, so fishing and chilling is coming up. The only other thing other than fishing and chilling is the Sportsman's Luncheon, which I do plan on doing again this year. I did it last year and it had a pretty good time with it. So if you guys want to kind of keep an eye out for that, that is coming up as well. Let me show you what I'm doing here. I'll show you how I'm pouring. That's my workstation, messy as it is. Lead into the mold, let it set. And it's all hot, so you got to use tools. And that one looks good. It's nice and solid all the way through. Both sides really good. Just want to clean the eyelets out so that I can get the swivels and stuff on, the split rings. And if you guys pour lures, you guys who are actually out there doing it, you'll see what I'm doing. It's not real complicated stuff or anything. It's just diligence. You know, you just got to put in the time to do it and get comfortable pouring lures. Yeah, you guys do your own jig heads and stuff like that. That's pretty basic. It's a little bit more complicated, but not crazy. I'll show you how I bend my body, the wires, body. Let's see if that's just this a little bit. So what I have is I'm using, I think it's a .031, I think is what these are. So, yeah, 0.031, and these are 8 inches. And I have my little jig here. I have some lines marked here for my cuts. So I cut them to the right length. And then I have a couple marks here for where I bend it. I use my bend tool here. And I shape that eyelet just right. And it just takes a little practice, and you kind of get an eye for it. There's really no way to explain where I just bent that. It just has to look exactly away. And then I use my tool here to finish setting it. And when it looks exactly perfect like that, I'm done with, that's the big body. So I'm done with the big body, and this will be the small body. And it's real similar what I do with the two of them, but big body and small body are, of course, a little different. So essentially it's 2 designs. And let me set this on the heat here. I do 2 designs on my metal, on my bodies here, on these shafts here. And this will be inside the body. This is what is actually taking the weight of the fish whenever you're holding them. So you have to make sure that that wire is good and stout. That looks perfect. Back to my body here. Now, so if you guys make lures at all, you guys can see what I'm doing here. You're welcome to try and duplicate the lures that I create. I'd love to see you guys' creations, but ultimately it's a little bit of a learning curve. So if you've not made it before, if you're not up for the challenge, so to speak, or if you just want to support me and my charter and channel, just order a set. So that looks perfect right there. So that's a short body, and that's the long body, and they'll go together with a split ring. And then I'll, of course, pour the lead on it to make the bodies of it too. So let me show you that. Just set them in there, just so. And I've grinded these out, so I've taken this mold and I've made it a custom mold, kind of. But ultimately, if you get one of these molds from Do It, you can do something really similar to what I'm doing. It won't be exactly the same, but it'll be close. Pour it, wait till that sets, and then we take them out. Looks good. It's solid all the way through. It's solid all the way through. Just take this extra stuff off. And I don't want to open up the eyelets on it, so I'll just dunk that in the bath in the lead here. Clean those eyelets off. This is like therapy, man, when you come out here and you actually work with this stuff. I've always said that wintertime, even though you can't fish, it's a great time to like go through your gear and like, just clean everything up and get stuff ready for next year. So I like that. It looks pretty good. And I just take a file and I file everything down and get it nice and clean. Basically getting it ready for paint. So if you guys are making your lures out there, kudos to you. If you want to order one of these lures, it's randallrydes.com. And if you have any questions, of course, when you're lure making, it's still hot. You can always just order it from me. I make these all the time. That'd be the head. Then there's the tail. Let me get this other one out of here. Get it cleaned up for you too. So this is not the official live stream that I'm going to be doing. This is just me goofing off in the garage and inviting you guys in. I am planning on doing my live streams right around Thanksgiving. I want to remind people that I have affiliate links down below. And that's how I make money in my business with the YouTube world and all that. So if you want to go Black Friday shopping, I want you to use, I'd appreciate it if you'd use my affiliate link codes that are listed down below. They give me a very small commission whenever you purchase something, and I appreciate it. That's one of the ways that I support this channel. Doesn't cost you anything extra, just helps me out. And that's the tail. So I got the head, I got the tail, and then of course I'll paint those up, put them together with the split ring, hooks, all that stuff. I'll clean them up a little bit before I actually call it finished. Welcome, guys. Did I miss anybody's comments? Austin, you said you hooked up the other day on my glow jig at night. And I guess by yourself. I'll have to send a picture. Yeah, I'd love that. Yeah, please. 24 inch. Yeah, it's a good Laker, man. Very good. Laker fishing, man. It's just a blast. I do love Laker fishing. There's something about pulling a fish up from the depths, you know. It's like ocean fishing is what it feels like. Lakers are char. They're actually not a trout at all, but for some reason we call them trout. But that's all right. Think of like fishing in the ocean for fish. You do a lot of deep water jigging for that stuff. Same technique. Same kind of fish, you know. So what I'm gonna do is set up here, and I'm gonna paint a couple of these, get them ready for shipping out. So what I'm doing is, so you've been killing it at night with your son. Awesome. Lost a lot. He has a blast. Cool. Very cool. So what I'm doing is I had a couple orders come in the last couple of days, and I just want to fulfill them and get them out to everybody. So I'm just working on that now. So I'm going to put a couple lures together, put some paint on it, and if that's something that's interesting to you guys, hang out. And if you want to order a lure, just follow the link down below. You can go to my website, randallrydes.com, and one of these lures that I'm making up, I'll ship it out to you. I have a couple made, but ultimately I try to stay ahead of it just a little bit. So if I can't spend any time in the garage, I can still get one out to you. But we're in good shape right now. So we have Black Friday and Christmas coming up in front of us. If you guys are doing some online shopping and stuff, and you go to Amazon, make sure you follow my link to one of the products that I have listed, like a fishing reel or something like that, down in the comments there. And whenever you go shopping at Amazon, they'll send me a little commission, and it's not much. I think last month I made like $25 or something like that. So it's really not much, but it's something, something to help out. And I appreciate that support. A lot of folks don't realize it, but YouTube does not pay me. I am not monetized by YouTube. It's crazy to think, as much as my channel has grown, that they still aren't monetizing it. But that's the nature of YouTube. A lot of people think it's something it's not. So anybody thinking about getting into YouTube, just be ready for that. Let's make let's paint a few up here. I'm just getting out to the garage, so I'm looking for my tools here. I haven't made my lures in a couple weeks, so I'm still refinding my tools that I put away. I use a heat gun to set this glue. I was looking for it. So yeah, we're getting a little bit of rain, and I thought it was a good day to come out and do a little bit of work in the garage, still be productive. And my heat gun make a little noise here, but That's par for the course. All I'm doing is I'm bringing this up to temperature. I do not use paint. That is, I don't use wet paint. I'm using powder paint. This stuff here. And I have the different colors. I do 3 colors for this lure. And this one I'm going to paint is going to be Glow Chartreuse, or Glow Green. This would be the shallower of the Glow lures. When you get down deep, when you're at 100 feet of water, it's pitch black down there. There is no reason to have color. Does not change a thing. Glow, on the other hand, which is what this is going to be, it makes a big difference. So you want to use glow colors whenever you're down real deep for Lakers. And then as you get shallower, you can use color. And that's where this comes in, this green color. It's good for in a shallower range. So, yeah, Glitchy, that's what it is. At 1,000 subs, that's right. Yeah, I'm getting close. So if you guys are watching, you're not subbed yet, sub up. And as soon as I get to 1,000, we'll be monetized. But yeah, when you're using this green one, use it in less than 40 feet. At about 40 feet of water, they'll start to be able to see the color of this green. So now the color will matter. So relatively shallow, 40 and less feet, use the green. If it's deeper, just use the white. So if you're going down 100 feet of water, just use that white lure. And that's what the difference is between the green and the white. And I'll show you, I have a black one also, and the black lure is different. I can even show you how that's worked, how that used, and what that's used for. The black one, understand, what I need to do is actually make a whole video for you guys. This isn't new. This isn't my ideas. I'm adopting different techniques from different fishermen and from, different techniques to make this set of lures for you. But ultimately, there's nothing new about what I'm showing you. It's just, it's finding a good presentation that works, and then you have to go work it. That's what fisherman is. The fish, the lure doesn't catch the fish. It's you, the fisherman. And so all I'm doing is giving you a tool to work with, and you have to go out and do the work. I'm gonna try and stay in the camera here for this. I try to agitate the powder so that it gets on there. That's why I'm rolling it. Get a good coating. Just checking it out. I think it looks good. And it's powder paint, so it's different than the paint that you would just paint on with a brush or an airbrush. It's very different. So you bring it up to heat, and it bakes it on. Think of it as almost like powder coat. It's really similar to a powder coat. Why do I use powder paint on these? It's so that it's especially durable, because these vertical jigs, you're bouncing them on the bottom, and they're really just taking abuse. They take a lot of abuse. So by using powder paint, they're a little bit more durable. They'll last, not a little bit, it's a lot. They'll last a lot longer because it's baked onto the lure as opposed to just airbrushed on or something like that. A lot of times that'll flake right off or even peel off as it's in the water, just getting chewed on by fish and things like that. This will still show its age. The more fish you catch, the more you fish it. Of course, it'll wear out. It'll get a little bit rough, but ultimately, powder paint is more durable. That's why we use it. The weight on these lures, this section here is 1 ounce. The tail section is 1/4 ounce. So this little guy here. So together, it's going to make 1 1/4 ounce plus the hardware that's on it. So it's approximately 1.25 ounces. Just so you have something to base that on. Plenty heavy enough to get you down deep. Easy, it's light enough to still be able to manage with most bass fishing rods. And I just grabbed the small one. I'm going to do that one as well. And so you can order these on randallrydes.com. And when I'm making these ones up, it's because I have a couple orders in the queue. So I just want to put them out. So if you guys have ordered a lure in the last couple of days, just know that I am making it right now. This is my first time using this little tripod of mine. Can you tell? There we go. It's not working now. But if you guys want a set of these lures, it's just randallrydes.com. It's easy to find. Link down below, and you can just click on any of the links to get to my page or whatever. But I'm making these to fulfill the orders. So if you guys have ordered in the last couple of days, that's what I'm doing on this live stream. I'm actually pouring the lures for you right now. So give me, probably just ship them out tomorrow. I have to finish painting them and letting them set, and then just get the packaging together for them. So tomorrow sometime I'll drop them off. It's important with powder paint, you keep it agitated. It has a tendency to clump or get stringy or something. It'll be just too much paint on it. There's actually material inside there. Some of it's more dense than others too. So you have to agitate the powder to keep it mixed up. But if you don't do that, you end up with the light stuff, and all the hard stuff will be kind of in the bottom. So you just want to roll it. They make bubblers and everything for it too. It just blows air into the powder. Your boy ain't doing all that. I'll just roll it, you know, with my McCormick kind of grill mate thing here. It works for this old boy. So fishing and chilling. Fishing and chilling comes up just after Christmas. We're going to do the 27th, 28th, and 29th. So it's 3 days, 2 overnights at Nancy's Boat to Shore. That's the next event that's coming. And then there's no cost to that. I do need a couple veterans though. So if you are a veteran, and you're interested in coming out and fishing with me, there's no cost to it. But that Saturday, which would be the 28th, I am going to take a couple veterans out and do a little fishing with them. Like I said, there's no cost to that, but I need some volunteers. So if you're a veteran, reach out to me, and we'll go fishing. You don't have to spend a night or anything if you don't want to. I'll pick you up at the dock, go fishing for the day, and then drop you off at the dock. But if you want to do that, just send me a message. My phone number is on all my socials, so you're welcome to just reach out if that's something you want to do. What do you guys think of this little live stream I'm doing here? Is this cool? This is different, just garage time stuff. You know, it's less than, it's not like sitting in the house and at the desk, you know, and actually doing something. You guys like this? It's cool? And do me a favor, check to see if you're subbed. Like Glitchy said, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs so that I can get this channel monetized finally. But I'm not worried about that, guys. I'm really okay. You guys have supported me a ton. I've had a lot of charters this year, you know, and this is like my marketing. So it's pretty straightforward. It's really simple. But I like doing the videos. I've always made videos. Even before YouTube existed, I was recording myself. So I was making videos about hunting and stuff. So I just do it because I'm going to do it anyway. But you guys have been so supportive. The business is doing great. I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me. So it's nothing like that. That's why I do so many free events. I try to give back as much as I can. You know, I'm just one guy. My business does not have other employees. I am one man. That's all. If you see a video, if you see a web page, if you see a live stream or lures get shipped out, I'm putting together t-shirts, all that stuff. It is one guy who's doing it. So don't think this is a company thing. I am one man. So bear with me. I'm happy with what I'm doing. You guys have been supporting me and all that stuff. So I am good. But nonetheless, if you do want to support the channel financially, if you want to do something, if you want to buy something, there's the lures on the website, book a charter, sub up the channel, get them paying me from YouTube, all that stuff. None of it amounts to much of anything, but accumulatively, that's how I earn my living. So thank you for that. So I'm going to do this one in white. I'm just bringing the temperature of the lure up so that it'll take the powder. You guys can see I'm agitating it, rolling it, getting it mixed up. Trying not to spill it on myself. And like I said, I'm painting these up for the orders that came in the last couple of days. So if you guys want to get in on that, go ahead and order a set, and I'll include them out. I'm shipping these out tomorrow. So whatever orders I get today, I'll package them up, and I'll ship them out tomorrow. You'll get them right away, is what I'm saying. So you'll definitely have them for fishing and chilling. And you can go out and jig up some Lakers, and I will be there. So if you have questions and stuff, I can coach you a little bit from camp and see where you go. I'll even give you some pointers on where to go. I'll give you some little hot spots. I think you got it. Thanks, Glitchy. I appreciate it. Yeah, I think anything interactive, I think is good. You know, people appreciate that. I know most people aren't going to, start buying kits and start pouring lead. It's not really I'm not trying to encourage everybody to get into a new hobby. This is just something I already do, and it's natural to me because I'm in it. I can show you my desk. I got all kinds of stuff here that, it all kind of adds up. You need a lot of stuff for this. So with that being said, it's still interactive. If you ordered a set of these lures, it might be curious to see how they were made, So I thought, I'll just flip the camera on and show you. Something I often tell folks is I don't like to keep secrets. It's the reason my YouTube and my charter does so good is I do talk to people about how to catch fish. I think it's so important that we do that for the youth and for the community, for the growth, for the support that the community needs so that we can be good stewards of this fishery. We have to be communicating. Case in point, how does somebody know how to properly release a fish if they've never been shown? Thanks, appreciate it. Yeah, I do a lot of music. I play a lot of music and stuff. That's my other channel. If you guys want to check out my music stuff, go over to Randall Rydes. It's just Randall Rydes. You're watching this on Randall Rydes Fishing. The channel is linked below. So yeah, I'm a singer. I play guitar and sing, and I travel and do all that too. Yeah. I am available for hire. I am. You guys want me to come out and hang out, sit around a fire and jam with you, or put on a little concert? I've done a lot of those in my life. I'm happy to do it. I think I had COVID last month. That's kind of why I've been on the down low. You notice I haven't done any doc updates or anything. Reason being is I'm just sick, really sick. You can probably hear it in my voice a little bit, but it's finally clearing up. And just took a lot of, Mucinex and just being sick for quite a while. It's been kind of miserable, honestly, but I think I'm over it. I think we're getting past it. And I'm glad for it. But that's why I haven't had any dock updates or anything for you. Speaking of the docks, there you go. Looks good, right? Looks good. But speaking of the docks and winter, we have last year, I'm going to do the small one now. Last year, we had a couple of the guys putting a bucket of salt at a couple of the key docks. We were doing it at James Creek and Snyder's. Oh, James Creek, 7 Points, and Snyder's. Those are the three main docks. And so we did it as a community. We worked together, and we kept a 5-gallon bucket of salt at the docks for the public to use. And it worked out really good. I'd like to continue to do that. So if anybody has the gumption to do it, get a 5-gallon bucket, put some salt in it, maybe write salt on the bucket, and then put it down at one of those three docks, James Creek, 7 Points, and Snyder's Run. Those are the three main ones people will use through the winter. And so those are the three that I'm suggesting that we use. We keep open. And I think the community will appreciate that. It was a big hit last year. I know that. I used it. So you're welcome to use it too. It really benefited a lot of people. So the people who participated in that last year, thank you. That's a shout out to you from the whole community. We appreciate that. We'll keep these docks open over the winter so that we can come down and enjoy this lake. Even though it's chilly, it's still an awesome lake to be at. If you haven't been to the lake when it's covered in a blanket of white snow, you're missing out. You really should take some time to do that this year. So let's see if we can get this one painted up. Think I got it? So I'm just baking that powder paint on, and that powder paint's really durable, so that'll keep it from, when you're bouncing it on the bottom, actually fishing it, and when the fish are ripping at it and tearing at it, all that stuff, that paint's more durable than if I were to just airbrush it or hand paint it with something like that. This actually bakes it right onto it, so it really gets into all those little crevices, and then it's like a candy shell. It's all touched. It just fills in all those gaps, and it really grips all those little pores that are in the imperfections that are in the metal, and then it all joins together. So it makes it really solid, really sturdy. Whereas regular painted on paint will have a tendency to chip or peel or get worn out just from being fished. You know, if you catch 20 fish with a lure, it's going to lose paint. Even the powder paint's going to lose paint. But ultimately, you just want it to last as long as it could have lasted. Yeah, I'll let you guys look at my finished product here. So that's still hot, still pretty hot. These are cooled off, so I can pull them, and I'm going to. I want to paint 2 black ones yet. That's the one with the eyelet on it. It's a different technique for this one. So it's a little different, but I'm going to pull these 2 off and then paint that black one. Just tripod. Appreciate you guys stopping in for the live stream. If you guys are enjoying it, if you like it, give me a thumbs up. And if you don't care for it, give it a thumbs up anyway. Doesn't hurt anything. Or thumbs down. I think YouTube doesn't care if it's a thumbs up or thumbs down. Positive or negative engagement is engagement all the same to YouTube. How interesting is that? Not very, I'm sure. For a YouTuber like myself, it's a strange phenomenon. So I'm just getting it ready to be heated. Here's the other little green one. Put the small one in here for the black. Make sure it's nice and tight. These are aluminum, so they don't hold on to the powder paint. Powder paint falls right off as I'm dipping them in there, actually powdering them up. Powder comes right off them. So this is just a second eyelet. It's a second spot to tie onto, that extra eyelet on the side. That is used so that you don't have to jig this on the bottom. Like the other two lures, they're for bouncing down on the bottom of the water, like way down in the water column on the floor. This one, that side eyelet, this is for pulling it up and jigging it up in suspended. You hook that side, and what it does, it makes it dart back and forth. As you're jigging it, it's going to do this stuff. Very different than jigging it from the front. It makes it jig off to the sides, left and right. I like to put a large tube onto this lure. Like a 5-inch tube fits on this lure perfectly. So I put a 5-inch tube on this, and it makes it a big, long lure, and the big Lakers are typically what you catch. So I'm convinced that the biggest Laker at race, to the first 20-pound Laker that gets caught at Lake Racetown, I'm convinced that this is the lure it's going to get caught on. So I think that that's the right action. So you get hit less often with the black lure, but I think it's going to be the one that the big one gets caught on. We pick up quite a few Lakers with it. It's not like it doesn't work for other ones, but because of the profile size with the tube on it, it's just giant. It's huge. And you can choose if you use a glow tube or just a subdued tube. I use glow tubes on these. So a 5-inch glow tube, you just sleeve it on over top. It's perfect. It's a nice big profile jig. Little extra paint on that one. So I tapped it off. I do this right here when I'm painting, just to scuff the eyelet. And what that does, it makes it so when I heat it up, that paint will actually peel off. You can actually watch it peel off of that front one. And I bake these a little bit extra to make sure that they're extra baked so that they get good time. Like right now, it's all baked, but I'm just keeping it in the heat so it really has a chance to set and really grab onto the metal body of this. I'm doing what I can to make sure that this paint is as durable as possible. Now, granted, it's not that important with the black, that, because it's just a subdued color. It's not supposed to glow or anything. I still want the paint to be durable. If for nothing else, it's for you, the fisherman, so you can identify which one it is when it's out there. You know, whenever you're looking through your tackle box full of stuff, with no doubt that this is the one you were looking for. I like that. Just going to switch over to the little one. This is the last one that I'm going to paint on the live stream. I appreciate you guys checking in with me. So I may have mentioned this just a minute ago. This is not my typical live stream. Like, I did some live streaming last year, and this wasn't it. I didn't do it from the garage. I might do this. Why not? It's fun. I like it. But what I'll probably do is I'll set up in the house at the desk, and I'll probably start those live streams. I'm thinking about doing one next Tuesday. But I'll put the announcement out. And what I'm going to do is encourage people to follow the links below for my affiliates. Because Black Friday and Christmas coming up, I want people to be reminded that if they go through my affiliates, of course, I'm an affiliate with Amazon. So if you guys purchase something through one of my links, Amazon pays me a small commission. So I want to encourage people to do that, of course. But I'm thinking next Tuesday, I'm going to do a live stream. It would be in the evening, typically is. And then I would do probably 8 o'clock Tuesday. I'm not sure I'll kick off and just start doing them steady at that point. But what I'll probably start doing is I'll actually, start thinking about it. But I'll probably have a schedule for you when I am going to start. But ultimately, I want to make people aware of my affiliate links so that for Black Friday, they're thinking of it, So maybe next Tuesday, I'll do a proper live stream. I'll write up some notes and actually have something educational to talk with you about. I do my other streams, talk about moon cycles or whatever it is that I come up with. I have a couple ideas already, but I try to keep my live streams kind of educational and interesting. And tonight we're just pouring lures. I guess it's mildly educational, entertaining. Oh, that one baked up real fast. Look at that. Nice and smooth finish there. It's a good one. So that's all the painting. So what I have left to do on these lures is the swivels. I'm sorry, the swivels. I keep saying swivels. What I have to do on these lures is right here is I gotta put the eyes on it. I always like to paint the eyes, which don't matter. Doesn't matter if there's eyeballs on them or not. But I want to do the split rings and hooks, and then finish up by painting the eyes on them and stuff. So I can do that in my own time. I'm going to open this garage up and go look outside. So I'm in Lewistown. And all we have is rain. You can see the clouds off in the distance there. So I think the snow has moved out. You can see the yard. There's really nothing. We had the littlest bit of slush, but I think we're going to get a little bit of snow up in the stations, like up in the mountain and stuff. But ultimately, I think what we were going to get, I think we got it. So hopefully this is just an introduction, we'll say, to what winter is going to be. Hopefully it's kind of like this and we don't get just pommeled, but I know how it is. We're still in Pennsylvania. There's a good chance that we'll have some accumulation, but hopefully it's not yet. Oh, let me remind you guys, I have a project that I'm going to work on over winter. And it's at John Boat. I just have it tilted up here. There's a reason for that. It's a 14-foot. It's a flat bottom, Alumacraft. And I have a couple boat engines, but I think what I'm going to use is this one here. This is a 9.9. It's a 9.9 Mercury. I think that's oh my gosh. I think the flat bottom boat is a 95. And I think that I just realized this, that 9.9, I think it's a 95 also. What are the chances? There it is. I'm still getting over it, but it's almost done. But that's the engine I plan on using it. I kind of want to use a 9.9, and I have a 15 as well. And I don't want to use that one, though. That one's, well, I like the idea of using the 9.9. But that project is coming up as well. I had a John boat before, and I know there's a lot of John boaters at Raystown Lake. And so I wanted to build that little project. So if you missed that video, just know that that's a project that's going to be in the works. The reason I have the pause button on it, that I haven't done a video yet for you, I haven't built anything out on it yet, is because we're doing the paperwork for it. So it's a bill of sale. You don't have to have a title on a John boat that's that age, that year. So I did not do a title. It's just a bill of sale. So I'm doing a whole background check to make sure that there's nobody that ever reported it stolen. Because if that happened, of course, I'll just take the boat back to the guy. He'll get this boat back after all this time. I'll be out a couple bucks, whatever. But I don't think that's going to be the issue. I checked the record. Everything looks legit. So I sent it off. They're going to contact anything, the Fish and Boat Commission. They do that. And probably in about 30 days, I'll actually get the title for it. At that point, it's mine. And I can start doing what I'm going to do to it. So that's where we're at on the John boat. That thing is coming down the pipe. We have fishing and chilling between Christmas and New Year's, 27th, 28th, 29th. Come out to that. If you're a veteran, reach out to me because I want to take you fishing on that Saturday. That would be the 28th. And there's no cost to that. I just want to invite you to come out and fish with me. So if you're a veteran, reach out to me. Let me know. I'll pick you up at the dock and we'll go fishing. And then after that, we have the Sportsman's Luncheon coming up. I don't have a date for you. I don't have the details, but I'm going to put that together. As long as you're thinking about it at this point, that's all you got to do. So Sportsman's Luncheon's coming up probably in January. And other than that, I'm making lures. That's what we're out here doing for this channel. If you guys want one, randallrydes.com. Pick a set up, and I'll make yours. This is how I do it. They're all handmade by yours truly. And if you cannot stay the night at Fishing and Chilling, it's no big deal. Come out, spend just the afternoon, hang out, do a little fishing, meet up with me. And I think that's it for this stream, guys. I think we did it. That's what I wanted to accomplish. So thank you guys for staying with me, all the comments, all the support and the love. I feel that. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hit the sub, check it, make sure you are subbed. And that's it. I'm going to let you guys go with that. Much love and much respect. See you guys. See ya.